Good.
Well, I thought I was gonna make it through the video without crying. That was me just a few short months ago when I decided to move off the Las Vegas Strip. Where did I move? I moved to what I think is the most underrated neighborhood in all of Las Vegas. My name is Olga and I make videos about living in Las Vegas. I'm also a real estate agent here. So if you have any questions as you're watching this video about real estate in the Las Vegas Valley or real estate in this neighborhood right here, feel free to text me, call me, send me an email, and I would be more than happy to answer any and all of your questions. And with that, let's hop into this video. So the neighborhood that I am talking about is Spanish Oaks, and this right here is the house that I bought in this neighborhood. So let me give you a quick tour. This is our side courtyard, which you enter in from the front gate. It features this massive palm tree that has been here for many, many years. The cool thing about Spanish Oaks, and I will say time and time again, it is the mature trees within this community that have been growing for almost 50 years. So the side yard leads us into our backyard. This house is on a 5,600 square foot lot, and the house itself is 1,700 square feet. As you'll see, there is a couple of other mature trees in our backyard, which was one of the key selling points. This olive tree and this palm tree, which adds some nice shade, some nice greenery. We have fake grass in our backyard, but we do have real grass right outside the gates in our driveway, which is maintained by the Homeowners Association. For the fake grass in Las Vegas in general, there is a lot of desert landscaping and fake grass in order to conserve the water because we have a water shortage, and it's nice and easy to keep it clean. We have a really nice spacious couch for hanging out back here. We wanted our backyard to feel like a very zen, relaxing hangout spot. We're still working on it. There's quite a few things to do in this home and it all takes some time, but we're getting there. Okay, so it's getting a bit hot out. It is the middle of August, so it is quite warm still, so we're gonna head inside and talk a little bit more about Spanish Oaks. Let me give you the backstory on Spanish Oaks. This neighborhood started to be built in 1975, so it's actually coming up on its 50th year next year, which is going to give this neighborhood a historical designation. And with that historical designation comes some special preferential treatments for this community within Las Vegas. One major one being is that this community gets to keep all of its grass. So in Las Vegas, due to the water shortage, a lot of the communities are doing away with real grass and adding desert landscaping and fake grass in order to preserve water. However, because of the historical designation, Spanish Oaks does get to keep its grass, which is one of the things that I personally love so much about this community is the mature trees and the tree-lined sidewalks and the grass, which really gives the neighborhood that fresh, green feeling, and it makes it feel like you're really nowhere close to the Las Vegas Strip or downtown. And if you're thinking a home from the 1970s, wow, I don't want an old home. But let me tell you, there's so many advantages of getting a home from the 1970s here in Las Vegas. First reason for that being is character. This home has so much character, and all of the 383 homes within the Spanish Oaks community have a different look and feel. They have all of them across the board a Spanish hacienda feel and style with varying sizes of courtyards and backyards. You also get oversized lots, which you typically do not get in other parts of Las Vegas, especially the newer communities where the homes are much closer together and the backyards are much smaller. So the size of the lots and the size of the courtyards and the various layouts of the backyards and the courtyards. But speaking of courtyards, I want to show you a really special courtyard that we have within our home, and one of the many reasons why we fell in love with this home. Come check it out. A little courtyard in the middle of our home. So right now, there's rocks on the ground and it's pretty bare, so a blank canvas. And one thing that we are thinking about creating in here is a zen area with some greenery, some cactuses, maybe a little Buddha. So a place to come out, enjoy, maybe meditate and just relax. And how beautiful that this is the sky when I look up. And this room in general, I've never seen in any other home outside of the Spanish Oaks community. When you think of an older home, you might think closed off, small rooms, no wide open spaces. But what's happening in Spanish Oaks is a lot of these 1970s homes are being completely remodeled. They're being gutted, walls are being taken out, and these homes are becoming a modern, architecturally stunning masterpiece within this vintage Vegas community. One of the things that drew me to Spanish Oaks was its central location. Prior to living in Spanish Oaks, I lived in Panorama Towers that is just across the street from the Las Vegas Strip. And the reason why I chose to live at Panorama Towers was its central location to other parts of Las Vegas, as well as security. There's a guard gate and there were other elements of security that really drew me to living in that tower. So now, living in Spanish Oaks, I actually also get the same proximity to the Las Vegas Strip. It's about an 8-minute drive to the Wynn. I'm 5 minutes away from the Arts District, and I'm also fairly central to all of the other parts of Las Vegas, 20 minutes away from Summerlin, 25 minutes away from Henderson, 15 minutes away from the airport. And being a real estate agent, being central for me is really key to my day-to-day activities. Now you might think, amazing location, a guard gate, lush, beautiful trees and greenery. This community must be expensive. But let me tell you, one of the main reasons why I think Spanish Oaks is an insanely underrated community here in Las Vegas is the price points at which you can get into a home here. So to give you an idea of the price points within this community, a 2-bedroom that's at around 1,400 square feet can sometimes go in the high 300s. Now, the homes that are in the high 300s are not remodeled. Many of those are in its original condition. You can also get a somewhat upgraded 2-bedroom that's around 1,400 to 1,600 square foot in the mid to high 400s. The 3 bedrooms in the community start in the 500s. Now, there is a really big combination now of homes that are original and homes that are remodeled. So of course, the homes that are completely remodeled are going to run you about $100,000 or more than the non-remodeled homes. However, for Las Vegas, these price points are great, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to move into this community. I thought that the home that I got was such amazing value. And also, one of the things that's happening within the community is a lot of the homes are being remodeled by some companies that are coming in and they're gutting the original 1970s homes. So the fully remodeled homes are priced slightly higher than the non-remodeled homes. So it's driving up the values of the homes within this neighborhood. There's 383 homes within the Spanish Oaks community, and they range from 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms and start at 1,400 square foot and go up to 5,000 square feet. And the floor plans also are 1 and 2 story. Now, I know I said that Spanish Oaks is an underrated neighborhood, and I personally think that it definitely still is, because I've actually talked about Spanish Oaks to some Las Vegas locals and they don't know where it is. So So while it is still definitely a secret, I think that the secret is out a little bit within the investment community, because there's quite a few investors that have come into the neighborhood over the past several years and started to remodel some of these original homes. So it actually is quite popular of a community within investors. And out of the 383 homes in the community, there is only 2 homes that are currently on the market. So it definitely is competitive, and when homes come on the market, they tend to go pretty fast. I myself took a whole year to look for the perfect home here in the community, because the floor plans are different, the layouts are different, and the price points are different. But this house was absolutely worth the wait. Okay, so now let's hop in the car and take a little tour around Spanish Oaks. I want to show you all of the amenities that are available within this community. So let's hop right in. Since the entire community is gated, there is no through traffic at all, with the exception of residents coming and going. So this preserves the community's peaceful and quiet environment. Day to day, there is residents that are walking around, going on their morning and afternoon walks. Many of the residents have dogs, so there's plenty of paths to walk your dog on. And just in general, there is a very strong sense of community here. When you see someone walking past you, everyone waves and says good morning, good day, good night. So I find it that the residents really love the community, and everyone works really hard to preserve a really nice, friendly environment within the community. And I'm pretty sure that you are not going to find another neighborhood in Las Vegas that has 50 years worth of lush vegetation and mature trees. And one of the reasons why Spanish Oaks is so beautiful is its greenery. You have massive Spanish oak trees that are lining the streets. There's a lot of beautiful palm trees that are sprinkled all throughout the neighborhood, and just a mixture of so many other trees. Some of the trees that I've seen within the neighborhood are fig trees, lemon trees, olive trees, and pine trees. There's a lot of different trees in this community, and that was one of the first things that I was completely blown away by, is just the natural beauty of the community. There is 6 pools in the community, and the pools are sprinkled all throughout the neighborhood. So oftentimes you will be about 2 to 3 minutes away from your closest pool. There's also the Clubhouse pool that overlooks the Las Vegas Strip. So I would say that that one is definitely the wow factor pool. And a lot of the community events that take place in Spanish Oaks do take place at the Clubhouse pool. There is also 6 tennis and pickleball courts. They offer tennis lessons from a pro that works for the community, and there's constantly tennis games, tennis matches, pickleball matches, and there actually is a group of the residents in Spanish Oaks that have formed a little pickleball club. Pickleball is sweeping the nation, and Spanish Oaks is no exception to pickleball. I myself have not tried pickleball yet. I've been waiting for it to cool down, but as soon as it gets below 100 degrees here in Las Vegas, you're definitely going to see me out there on the pickleball court. There's also a 2-story clubhouse on property that is stunning. Also overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. The community is very event driven. There is a very, very active social calendar. They have start of summer celebrations. They have celebrations for 4th of July, New Year's. So the residents do get a lot of opportunities to come together, mingle, get to know each other, bring snacks, bring food, bring drinks, and just gather. And I really love that the Homeowners Association facilitates these gatherings, because it really does continue to foster that close-knit community feel here in Spanish Oaks. One other notable factor about Spanish Oaks is the security within the community. The community is guard gated, so it adds an extra layer of security to make sure that no one who is not supposed to be in the community is entering. And also there's 24/7 security patrolling the neighborhood. So that also adds that second layer of security in addition to the guard gate. There's miles of walking paths inside Spanish Oaks, and these paths weave in and out from behind, in front of homes, and throughout the entire community. These are great for walking your dogs, jogging. And also something very interesting about Spanish Oaks that I have not seen in other neighborhoods in Las Vegas is the unique inlets, which are called plazas. And these plazas have homes on both sides of the plaza, and there's parking in the middle. So you get additional parking that's not just on the street, which I find really interesting, unique, and very convenient. The Homeowners Association maintains these walking paths in addition to all of the greenery and the trees around the neighborhood. They also take care of the grass in front of the residents' front yards. They mow it, they make sure that if it's starting to die, they will replant grass. So they do an excellent job of maintaining all of the public spaces. You also, as a resident of the community, can get your home painted as part of your HOA dues once every 10 years, which I think is an excellent perk. And speaking of fees, I have not mentioned this yet. The HOA to live here in Spanish Oaks is $340 a month. And for $340 a month, with everything you get inside this community, I think it's a great deal. And I will say that the Homeowners Association here is so easy, they're so nice, and they just really want to make sure that the residents of the community are happy. I mentioned earlier that there are a couple of homes currently on the market in the community, so I'm going to take you to one of them so you could see for yourself what these homes look like. This home is completely remodeled from head to toe. It is beautifully done. These remodelers also remodeled the home that I purchased, and they do an excellent job. I could tell that they truly take pride in their work and their craftsmanship. And this home that we're about to see is a 3-bed, and I believe it is 2,300 square feet. And here we are about to park in one of the little plazas that I was talking about earlier. You enter this property from the courtyard, and look how cute it is. It's Spanish style, of course, and it is so well manicured, and I think the most perfect size as well. This property right here is 2,300 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, and it is listed at $729,000. This property has been remodeled from head to toe, so everything in here has been immaculately picked out. Finishings are top-notch, and it is such a beautiful property. Come with me as this courtyard leads into a really nice backyard that's tucked away back here with amazing trees surrounding it and a nice sun cover for hanging out on those super hot days. So behind me, you see there's a really big window. This is the living room window. And this right here is the door to the primary bedroom. So this is a really nice touch that my home does not have, but this bedroom walks right into the backyard, and I just visualize myself waking up, grabbing a cup of coffee, and just walking out my bedroom door and spending the morning here in this quiet, peaceful, beautiful backyard. The one thing I want to point out about this home and so many of the homes that are being remodeled here in Spanish Oaks is the amount of natural light that the homes let in. So this home in particular has windows all around the kitchen right here. All around the kitchen, there's a massive window in the living room, and there's big windows in each of the bedrooms, which for older style homes, I think it's pretty unique to have such big windows. But overall, Spanish oaks does tend to have homes with a lot of natural light, which for me, super important, and I know it's also super important for a lot of other people. One of the reasons why Spanish oaks is so off the radar and does not come up on so many people's search, because the zip code of Spanish oaks is not Summerlin or Henderson or downtown or any other popular parts of Las Vegas. A lot of people tend to just completely miss Spanish oaks in their search. This is where there's a lot of value in working with a local real estate agent who's an expert on the city and some of these hidden gem neighborhoods. So if you're interested in learning more about other hidden gems in Las Vegas, or want to learn more about Spanish oaks, or check out one of these properties that are currently on the market, or get on a list to get notified for future homes that come available in this neighborhood, please reach out to me. I'm gonna put my contact details below again. My email is also in the comments if that's easier. Please feel free to reach out. I'm here as a resource and I would love to guide you in your real estate journey here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel, and I will see you in the next one.